Welcome to VYBEZ, back with another episode, you know what I'm saying? I'm your host, O, got my co-host, Gee. We got a special person today, you know what I'm saying? Got my boy, Adrian. Adrian, what's up? How you doing?
It's good. Chilling, I'm chilling.
Yeah. Chilling. What you been up to, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I've been finishing up the semester in college. It's been, same every day almost.
Yeah. How's that experience, bro, taking those classes online?
I'm not gonna lie, it's not that bad. It's just repetitive. So I'm getting tired of doing it. I already made the decision that I'm taking next semester off just to get away from the virtual learning system because it's getting boring. I'm not really learning this way and it's just not worth it. But I'm gonna definitely come back in the fall. I don't want to just drop out. So I'm gonna come back in the fall. But I'm gonna just take this semester off, get a few months, just focus on myself. And yeah. But besides that, I mean, it's not really that bad. It's just kind of boring. Just
looking at that. It'd be like that for a lot of people. A lot of people are taking breaks and stuff like that, and then they coming back. But yeah, it's my boy Adrian, man. Adrian and I met at the gym. I met him through my cousin. We started working out, so yeah, just started working out together and stuff like that. And yeah, man, that's how I met my boy Adrian. You know what I'm saying? I don't be in the gym consistently now. I work out at home more. I'm hella inconsistent now, but you know what I'm saying? That's that. How's the co-host doing today? Gee, how you doing?
I'm just chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
What you been up to, bro? We haven't been here in a while, bro. What you been up to?
Yeah, I'm planning on going back to school. So, like, since Adrian's talking about taking a break, I'm actually going back to school. I took a semester off. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to get everything together. So, chilling.
So let's start off by diving into this topic Adrian provided for today. You know what I'm saying? So the first topic is gender equality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, about that. It's a lot of controversy with that topic, man.
Just quick off the head thoughts. What do y'all think about it?
We started off hot, you know what I'm saying? So, Gee, start with you, bro. What you think about that,
bro? Everyone should be, like, equal. Like, everyone should have equal rights. But with the whole feminist movement now, they're taking it too crazy. They think they should have, like, everything. But it's like, it should be roles sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on how we're talking about it. Are we talking about it as far as, like, how both genders are treated as far as like views or like what equality, like as far as like how they're like treated or like as far as how they're viewed type shit, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say for both, to be honest, they're viewed as like obviously men is more up there than women. So I would just say even like with the whole feminist movement, they really want to fight for that, but then just degrading men, which is not how you're supposed to approach it.
And that's the issue that I have with that a lot too. Is like they're always trying to like make an excuse for like women. Mostly they're always trying to make like excuse of why they're not getting what they're getting. But then again, they use those excuses like for themselves to not do things. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit.
Really, bro? It's like how I look at it, because when people think of gender equality, the first couple of things that people like come to mind is like, the pay, that men get paid more. What
wage gap?
Yeah.
Huh?
Wage. I was talking about the wage gap.
Yeah, like I mean the pay is probably the biggest one. Women always complain about, oh, it's not fair, they get paid more, but it's like you gotta understand where most of the income comes from. It's like which gender brings in the most money when it comes to business. Like, would you rather see dudes fight or women fight? Would you rather see dudes play basketball or women play basketball?
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Men as us men are we're a competitive gender. Not saying that women can't be, because they definitely are. That's why they're women's sports. But men are just way more competitive. We like to conquer. That's like a big thing that men love to do. We like to conquer shit. So when it comes to sports and like just generalizing in sports, like we put more effort and we provide more to entertain them. So obviously people are gonna come in and pay us. They're gonna pay to see men do this stuff more than women because
Yeah.
you know where I'm heading.
We're not saying that they shouldn't get paid, like they're not worthy enough to get paid as much as men. It's just that
Well,
as
yeah.
far as sports go, you know what I'm saying, it's not as entertaining. So the fact that, as Guy mentioned in the previous episode, when it's like just business, if that business is not bringing enough revenue in, you can't give that same, you know what I'm saying, it's what you get is what you put out. So it's just
Definitely.
like that. But as far as like women getting the same opportunities, like I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? Women deserve the same opportunities as men. It's just as far as the entertainment business, that's when that fact comes in. But as far as like let's say like a job at a company, like a woman should be just as qualified as a man to get that job. You know what I'm saying? It's all matter of preparation and how good qualified you are for that job. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
I
those,
feel the criteria, bro.
yeah, it's all about that. I feel like those things should be equal. And when all this being, you know what I'm saying, all this these things that we have now, like like are more like aware now, and they're fighting more for their rights and fighting more for like equality. Like, how is it like raising kids around this time? How would you, like, if you was in that position, like how would you go about it? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, it's 50-50. I feel like to some people it'll be easy, some people will be hard, depending on the person, depending on who you are. It was, depending on how you were raised and how much you learned within your years of living, it's gonna define how you raise them.
Do you think it's easier now to raise kids than in the past?
Definitely.
You think so? Why?
I feel like it's easier because a lot of things are way more accessible than it was back then.
Mhm.
It's easier to get jobs nowadays. It's easier to apply. Everything's online. It's easier to, manifest. It's easier to obtain what you want. All you really gotta do is just focus on it. Like when it comes to raising kids, like you see so many baby mamas nowadays, and
Yeah.
obviously the kids are not always getting treated well, but the fact that it's happening so often proves that, anybody can have a kid and anybody can make it in this world, have a kid, raise them. And obviously we're talking about, is it easy to raise them or not? And it's like I said, that depends on a person.
I feel like in today's society, it's a little bit harder to like raise kids, like raise a family, because it's like, I don't know, it's just like the expectations are so much higher now. You know what I'm saying? Because like the internet makes it to be like you're supposed to be at a certain place when you're not. Like, for example, like our parents raising us, like we're in our 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 20. Nah, I'm not gonna say I'm in my, like I'm
You
28.
just a 20 bro.
I just turned 20.
Like last month, bro.
But society makes it seem like you're supposed to be successful at this age. Like, I mean, there's a lot of lucky kids and that they're like successful at this age, and we see that, and like we think that it's that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's just that easy to obtain. And I feel like if I was a parent and I had I'm niggas already raised me, but it's like I still always live with my parents. I'm still under the roof. It's like I will need to have a lot of patience to deal with myself, because you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
the things
definitely.
that we think about, the things that we do to our parents, like it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, it could get annoying. You know what I mean?
And definitely, I think it's all about like growing too. Like raising a kid, you gotta teach them everything you learn from your past life, and
Yeah.
teach them what to do and what not to do, and stuff like that. So it's kind of tough on you because it's like if they don't meet your expectations, you gotta adjust to it.
Yeah.
And I can kind of feel like I can like understand like other parents and stuff what they have to go through and stuff. So like adjusting like what the kids like to do and kind of like compromise and see what they want to do in life.
Yeah. That's why I feel like it's a little bit harder now, because back then, like, okay, you still have expectations, but as far as like growing up, the pressure is not like there like that. But now it's just so many ways of making like a popping off and like becoming like something that you're just hoping for, that like there's a lot of ways to like get it, but not everybody's gifted to get it like that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's
But
like
That's what I was saying. It was like, so to you, you think you'll struggle when raising a kid for right now?
I'm saying I mean, I'm not saying that I will struggle. I said it will be a little harder because the expectations of society, like let's look at like the group that they'll be growing up in. Like it wouldn't be the same as like in the past, especially with social media now. The
So
thing
it's
that you just think about it like this: you have a friend, you see their life, and you feel like you gotta compete with that person. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that has to be your mentality, but like if you have a friend group, you know that everybody's getting something at that point, and when you don't get it, you feel left out. You feel like you're not doing enough. You know what I'm saying?
that's normal. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
As far as that, but let's say everybody's documenting that through social media, and the pressure's like you get more pressure because you feel like you're not doing enough, like you're not in the right path. You know what I'm saying? Back
I
then,
feel
I
like
feel like
that
that wasn't
gonna
really a
happen
thing.
to anybody, regardless. Like everybody's gonna feel insecure at some point about their position because if the second you compare yourself to another person, that first of all, that's the dumbest thing you could do, and it's not healthy. Like you should never compare your situation to another person's because the same way somebody's doing better than you is the same way you're doing better than somebody else.
Mhm.
Just because you're not winning doesn't mean you're losing. You feel me?
Yeah,
You compare yourself to a winner, but you never choose to compare yourself to a loser because you're just looking up like above. You're not once you pass that first person, you're no longer worried about them. You're worried about the person above you now because that's just our mentality as a human. We always want more than what we have. We
yeah,
don't care about like the shit below us. We only focus on the shit that's better because we want to pass that better stage.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But
definitely.
as far as that, as far as like you shouldn't be comparing yourself to everyone, like that's you. That's what you would like think. Not everybody's like you. You
For
know what I'm
real.
saying? People think differently. So that's when that comes in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is not like the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's that. You what you was gonna say?
Now I feel like what's like I said, like what you're talking about also with social media, you trying to look at all your people that you look up to, like celebrities and all that type of stuff. Seeing that they're having a good life and stuff, and you trying to compete with that, not compete with that, but like you see it, you kind of envy it, trying to like get up there.
Yeah,
And when you feel like you're not up there, that's when you kind of have like no confidence in everything.
yeah. You
That's
feel
why you just like don't feel like yourself. You know?
facts.
So that,
So
that's why I said it depends on the person because like to me, I feel like I'll do good, because I was never that type of person to care much about what people say or compare myself to others or like, I was always like a lone wolf in a way. Like I always just focus on my achievements because at the end of the day, that's the only achievements that matter. And so I feel like I'll do good because like I wouldn't really compare myself to another nigga's kid if I'm taking care of mine. Like everybody does it different. Everybody gets it how they get it. So it depends on a person's mindset. Like if you're the type to not necessarily care what other people say, but in a way that's kind of saying that you're not content with your opinions in a way. Like if you're not content with like just your side of the story, then obviously you're gonna have complications in the future. Like you're gonna keep looking at other people or look at social media. You're gonna feel pressured. And sometimes people they work better under pressure, but when it comes to a kid, I don't think you should take that risk. I feel like when it comes to kids, bro, like you brought this kid to the world. Like you gotta just focus on you and the kid. Like don't comparing yourself is like I said, it's just one of the worst things you could do.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
just
definitely.
when you bring a kid into this world, just the only thing that should matter is you and that kid. Obviously, you should put the kid above you, but you got to make sure you're straight so you can keep somebody else straight. So you got to keep it 50-50. Like I'd say just block out everybody else and just focus on you and raising that kid the way that you should raise it. Because honest, like it's facts. Like the kids are the future, bro. Like we're here now, but who we bring into this world is good. That's who's gonna keep the world going. Like
so yeah, bro. Everything you say is facts here. I feel what you're saying. Yeah. So switching gears here, you know what I'm saying. So another topic we wanted to touch on is how to approach relationships.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
that's important.
As far as what though? As far as like what type of relationships like?
First of all, the first step when it comes to relationship, you gotta know if you're ready for them. Cause you gotta understand, like people nowadays, they take relationships not necessarily for granted, even though they do, but they don't treat it like something serious. Cause that shit is something serious. You're literally investing your time, your energy,
Yeah.
a reputation for this one person. Like some people they mess with people like they say they're dating, but they don't really take them serious. They just hold them around, like they just hold around. But for those people who do take it serious, they're the people that I give props to, because relationships are like, they're a commitment. Like that's like committing to yourself. Like
Yeah, it's just tough.
you committing to another
Definitely.
person should be as serious as you committing to yourself, because literally you're sharing all your time and energy with another person. Like
And you gotta be really careful how you pick that person you choose to have a relationship with.
that's why
Yeah.
that's why I said, like, you gotta know, first things first, you gotta know if you're ready for it. Because like, first of all, if you're, oh, this is a good transition right here. Like, if you're broke, you think you should focus on a relationship?
Nah.
Like if
Now
you
I
got,
feel like with like most cases,
Not
my fault for cutting
necessarily.
off Adrian, but like most people want to get into a relationship just because they want that label. You know what I mean? They want to have that. Oh, this is my mood thing.
Yeah. I just feel like that's a touchy subject. I don't even feel like yo.
oh, this is what you gotta talk about, bro.
But
This is what you gotta talk about.
as far as that, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like relationships, you really gotta wait till you're ready, and you really gotta make sure that's the right girl to do that with, because it's really unfair to waste people's time like that when you know that's not the one. If you know you're trying to get something, you know, woo woo bang bang, you know that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, state your intentions, and you know, woo woo bang bang. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta waste nobody's time. You know what I'm saying? To get what you want to get. I know I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, a lot, but
I like that. What did you say? You said like you gotta state your,
you gotta let your intentions known from the start. I just feel like I'm not really a fan of wasting people's time, like from like if I know, you know what I'm saying. Woo. But
That's facts.
it's
that's
like you gotta make sure it's the right one. And like now, religions are kind of tough because it really depends on the girl too. Because some girls are like different from others, and there's more mature ones, and then there's more like clingy ones. So it really depends on what you're gonna get yourself into. That's why you know, like you said, like you gotta make sure you're ready for that, because you never know what's gonna come with it.
and a lot of these girls, bro, like they're hoes, bro. Like a lot. Believe it or not, bro, like
No, I feel you.
every girl, I'm not gonna speak for every girl, but most girls, like they want dick. Like they just act like they don't, because they don't want to throw off that whole energy. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to be looked at as a
Give
whole.
all that good girl vibe.
Yeah, like they want to act like they're this mature and like self-absorbed, not self-absorbed, that's the wrong word. Like self, like I don't know. A girl that's about herself, like she don't need a man. Obviously, I'm not saying girls need men, but like, yeah, you don't know where I'm going. Like,
I'm independent. I don't need no man.
yeah, like they try to feel like they don't want they don't want a boyfriend, or they don't want a guy. Like they want pipe, bro. They just act like they don't because they don't want to, you know,
Elaborate on that.
seem like a thought. You know, they
What do you think that is?
what
What do you think that is if you're like that?
what like that you want dick?
Hey, yo.
Talking about
Why do you think they act like that? Like, what do you think it is?
I feel like they put like a negative, like my fault, Adrian. But I feel like they put like a negative impact on like the word hoe, and if they're labeled as that, they feel some type of way about that. So like, if you get called a hoe, then they get tight.
I don't know, bro. Not every girl is like that, though. I don't really agree with that.
no, I didn't say every girl. Yo, there's some
But
great.
I just say mostly. Like, I feel like
Mostly.
For you, there's a group, but I feel like most, I don't really see that.
It's most, just like most men are hoes.
Yeah, definitely.
It's rare to find a
I'm
real
talking
guy.
about guys right now, though.
Girl.
You talking about girls? You know what I'm saying? Let's not talk about that subject.
All right, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna just talk whatever y'all want to talk about.
Nah, bro. Finish.
I don't know, like, what did I leave off? Like, I feel like they hear the word hoe and they just instantly think it's negative. Like they don't want to be a part of that. But like, honestly, I give my props to hoes, you know, because they're open with what they want. They don't lie their way into getting what they want. A lot of these girls, let me not say a lot, but like a good percentage of these girls, they wait, they make the nigga wait months and months and months. Just like, for example, a guy's drug is sex. Can we agree with that? Like, guys love like
somewhat.
Like guys love sex. A woman's drug is attention. They love attention from their dude. They like their time and energy. So base in a relationship, it's basically like a
Well,
transaction. Like I give you attention, you give me sex. And
at
you
the
give me
start,
sex, and I give you attention.
at the start of a relationship, it's like that.
At the
But
beginning, it's actually I wouldn't say the beginning.
the
It's like
honeymoon stage, but as far as like if you're trying to get that, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't say yeah, you're right on that part. They want attention because they wanna like see you really begging and you look thirsty and like there do be niggas that do be like that. Like they'll be here begging girls like just to smash like niggas be really thirsty out here for that shit. Like I ain't really with that type
yeah,
of timing, but you know, but that's true though, because I even peep girls sometimes they just really post shit just for attention and when niggas like slide up, they literally ignore them. Or like you know how the girls do that thing on like Snap? They do that little ask me a question thing.
The YOLO thing.
I think that oh yeah, YOLO, let's go. Like sometimes see that and a lot of niggas be saying wild shit. They're like, oh my god, no, dude. Like bro, you're doing that
Now,
for a reason. You know you
now
want
they be OD
shit.
on
Like if
that
you
shit. I
don't
swear to
want that,
God.
yeah, it'll be OD. Like if you don't want that, don't post that. But you know what you know what you signing yourself up for. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that, I do agree with you with that. But not every girl is like that though, and that's why it's so rare to find girls that are not like that because most
that's what I'm
girls,
saying.
it is rare. It is rare to find one that's not on that time and where it's like she's posting herself 24/7, asking for attention. You know, just stuff that like a girl like that you really wouldn't want to be in a relationship with a girl like that because you know what I'm saying she's for the streets at that point because everybody wants to her.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to go that everybody wants, but at the same time, that's not really a good thing.
I mean,
But
think about it.
I'm saying it's in the middle. You know what I mean?
Hey, what you trying to say, Adrian?
Like, think about it. You wouldn't want a girl that everybody wants.
I don't really like my shit to be like that.
I mean, never mind. I'm thinking.
Like I think yeah, like the piece of the pie right there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, dang.
I'm thinking it wrong. Like guys, I say guys, girls want guys that every girl wants. But I think it's kind of opposite for men. We look
girls
for more.
just want to admit this, but she's not fucking with a nigga if he got no hoes.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, that's facts.
Everybody's saying that right. Like
They
that's
won't
fact,
admit that. They won't.
bro. Assholes.
Fuck with a nigga that got no hoes.
Nice guys finish last, bro.
You gonna be like, oh, nobody wants you. Damn. And then
Like, why am I fighting? What am I fighting for? Like,
and then when you,
I don't want you.
and the worst is when you got no hoes, they think you do got hoes, but you don't. You know,
So you get stuck.
a lot of pain in that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out O'Neal.
What do you do in that situation? Adrian, since you're the guest today, what would you do in that situation?
I'll repeat the situation.
That when girls like think that you got hoes, but you don't.
Honestly, you gotta let her keep thinking, because like, you want her to think you got hoes. The more you keep denying it, the more that she thinks you're hiding something. And believe it or not, girls love mystery, bro. They don't want a guy that they figured out. Because once she figures you out, she's not. There's nothing for her to think of. Like, oh my god, like is he texting somebody, or like where is he? Is he with somebody? Like the second she figures you out, bro, she knows everything about you. Like there's nothing for her to guess on. So she's like, all right, I won. Like there's nothing for me to accomplish. Like next dude. Like I'm telling you, bro, girls like they're weird, bro. That's why nice guys finish last.
Not every girl, but
Not every girl,
there's a lot of them that are like that.
It's most girls, bro.
Just keep highlighting that, cause not all girls are the same. I love my
Girls are
queens.
the same, just like not all guys are the same. But telling you, it's
Facts.
a rare
Everyone's
breed.
different.
Finding pure people nowadays, it's a rare breed, bro. That's we can all agree on that.
Facts. Yeah,
There's
big facts, big facts.
There's a lot of people who sugarcoat their intentions, like, bro, like I'm telling you. And honestly, it depends on the person you meet. Like, for example, you could be as pure as someone can be to one girl, and then you meet a different girl and your intentions are not clear. Like, it depends the energy you receive. Like, where we people tend to reciprocate the type of energy you get from people. Sometimes people don't care, they just lie. But like, honestly, I feel like that all ties back to the person who you are, like the experiences you've been through. Like if you've never got your heart broken, you're gonna fall for the first girl you see. But if your heart been broken like 20 times in the past year, you're a hoe. Like you're gonna be
okay, bro.
over. Like,
You
nah,
okay?
not me, not me. I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I could go on and on for this,
Yo,
bro.
keep going, bro. What's up? What's up?
Tell you, like,
Bro, as far as that though, when you say that, like, what you gonna say? But yeah,
like,
I see what you're saying. Like, a lot of girls are like do be like that, but I feel like a girl can't tell me she doesn't like a nigga that's like on some like on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga that got nothing going for him. Like it's not like mysterious like you said in a way, but doesn't at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You see, he got no girls, like he got no hoes. Like the interest, as crazy as that sound, is not gonna be there as much. He's gonna be like, there, nobody wants him. There has to be a reason.
they like to compete. Girls like to compete. That's why I said girls are competitive creatures too, because in their own ways, they like to compete. Like, like they like a boss ass nigga. Like they like men who got something going for themselves. That's why they don't go for the bum niggas, the nice people. Like they like somebody who's different. They like somebody who's out of character.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like somebody pure. I'm telling you.
Hey,
I'll-
vice
I'll-
versa though too. Like you wouldn't mess with a girl that got nothing going on for her. Like if
Bro,
she's like,
that's different.
as far as like, I'm not talking about as far as like niggas. I'm talking about as far as like she got nothing going on for her.
That's like short term though.
Oh, nah. Obviously, we want a girl.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we're talking about girls. So I just don't want to put the girls down all the way. I wanna let them know that it's.
If that's what it sounds like I'm doing, I do not.
No, it's not. But I mean, some people take it as like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I just want to clarify. We're not doing that. You know what I'm
Fucking, bro. I don't mean that.
saying?
I'm saying like they can't just assume. Like I know people do that, but you
Yeah,
gotta really listen to what we're saying. Like if you're gonna come on, you gotta pay attention. But like
it'd be like that.
I'm not saying. Trust me, there's great women out here. My mom,
How
great.
about in this society, right?
Mhm.
How about do you think that marriage is more about trust or love?
Trust. 100%.
Definitely trust.
Trust, right?
Marriage has nothing to do with love. If it does,
Elaborate,
5%.
elaborate on that.
Marriage. All right. Like literally, when you first date somebody, girlfriend, boyfriend, that's all out of love. It's a serious commitment, but at the same time, you're not really putting anything on the line when you get in a relationship. The only thing you're putting on the line at the most is your time, because you're obviously spending more time with them. You're not spending as much time by yourself as you used to.
Yeah.
But that shit, once you get married, listen, bro, like that love is out the window. Obviously,
I
I'm
feel
not.
like it's a little bit of both, though. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's been-
If you feel like that, then that might be the wrong person. Because
Then
if
what's the
it's the right
percentage, Oscar?
person- Huh?
Like, what's the percentage? You said both. Like, it's like a little. You like one has to outweigh the other.
It's a little bit of both. I mean, trust and love. You know what I'm saying? That's what marriage is about, in my opinion. Because if you feel like love is out of the window once you get married, like I feel like that's the wrong person.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying like you could. I'm obviously you're not gonna marry somebody you don't love. Obviously, the love has to be there. But the second you both start thinking about marrying each other,
Mhm.
it's not about the love. It's about whether you trust the person. Because once you marry somebody, bro, you guys share the same house. Everything you own, she owns. Everything she owns, you own. You guys share the same, like most couples do this. They share the same bank accounts or they have a joint bank account. Their money, their financials are shared. Like, bro, y'all basically live the same life. It's like two lives in one.
That's why I don't believe in marriage, man.
I do, but it's gonna take a lot for me to sit down and say,
Do you really feel like you really gotta get married?
It's like a certain time. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like at this point, stay in age, I know I'm not gonna get
I'm
married.
not talking about right now, obviously.
And like in the future, I'm not sure, bro. It really depends on like how life goes and stuff like that. Because you gotta get your priorities straight before you get married. You know what I mean?
I
Bro,
would love to.
obviously, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about, is it worth it? That contract.
I only think so, bro.
That contract is worth it? You don't think so?
No, I don't think so, bro.
I think it is, yeah. But
It's not.
I feel like any experience is worth it.
You can get married through the church, nigga. I ain't signing a contract. Fuck out of here. If it's not the Clippers, I ain't signing. I ain't not signing a contract. What? What?
Yo,
You think about that, bro? Like that's
nah,
a.
that's
I just really feel like I don't know. I feel like everything about you, like it's. I understand, like it should be like a unit thing. It should be like a unity thing. Like okay, you love that person, you marry them, and it's like as far as the money, I feel like I don't agree with that. Like that's man stupid to me.
What?
What are you gonna do with that?
Like sharing the same like
The
money?
marriage, like as far as like you know how like sometimes celebrities get married and then they get divorced and like the woman gets a lot of the money. Like
That's because 80 to 85% of the time the man is more successful.
but not as far as I'm talking more about the fact that why does it have to be like that? Like money has to be involved in that. Like if money was never involved in that contract, I feel like more like a lot of people wouldn't get married as much like that.
That's because what's the point of marriage if
Yeah.
the financials don't play a factor? Like that's
So, yeah.
basically just a regular relationship.
And of course it's not
facts.
everybody, but you know what I'm saying? It's just
That's why I signed the prenup.
something to think about. You know
That's
what
why marriage is so like it's so questionable to a couple people because like I said, to me it's more about trust. It's not really about love. Like obviously you love the person, but when you the thought of marriage, it's not I love her, I'm gonna marry her. Like nah, you gotta trust this girl. You gotta trust her with your money. You gotta trust her with the property. You gotta trust her with everything that you have going for yourself because now you guys basically move as one unit. Like
Yeah,
marriage is a serious commitment. That's why if you do it, which I definitely would love to do it at some point with a girl, but you got to do it with that right person.
facts.
Obviously, that right
Definitely.
person is like hard to, you know, define. Like, how do you define the right one? That's why you just gotta be careful. Like, you gotta be careful who you marry.
Yeah, facts.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna start closing out this episode. You know what I'm saying, Adrian? Thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro.
Sir.
Appreciate you for having
You know what I'm
me.
saying? If you like this video, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we out of here.
Yes, sir.
Vibes.